Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, today we're diving into some hot-off-the-press news that could shake up the Washington Commanders roster and send shockwaves through the NFL community. It's a story that's been buzzing for a little while now, and it's finally starting to materialize. The Commanders are on the verge of signing a new running back. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just a rumor, it's a move that could have significant implications for the team's offense, especially as they gear up for what promises to be an exciting and pivotal upcoming season. The team's management has been working diligently behind the scenes, and sources indicate that they're close to sealing the deal on a player who could be a game-changer. Now, I know many of you are curious about who this player might be, what kind of impact he could have, and exactly how this fits into the team's broader strategy for 2024. So, let's unpack all of this, starting from the bigger picture, the team's recent performance, and what this new addition could mean for the Commanders' future. First off, it's crucial to understand the context. The Washington Commanders have been in a bit of a rebuilding phase over the past couple of seasons. After a promising start in 2022, where the team displayed flashes of potential, last year's campaign was somewhat inconsistent. The offense, in particular, struggled at times to find its rhythm, and one area that's been consistently highlighted as needing improvement is the running game. For a team that's historically been known for a balanced attack, combining a solid passing game with a reliable ground game, this season's struggles exposed some gaps in their roster. The lack of a true, consistent power back or a versatile running threat has often left the offense predictable and easier to defend against. That's why this offseason, the front office and coaching staff made it clear that bolstering the running back position is a top priority. Now, let's talk about the current roster. They have a few players who have seen playing time as running backs, guys like Brian Robinson Jr., who showed flashes of brilliance last year, and Antonio Gibson, who's been a versatile weapon as a runner and receiver. But, despite their talent, there's a consensus among fans and analysts that the team needs more depth, more explosiveness, and maybe a veteran presence to push the younger guys. Robinson, for example, had a solid rookie season in 2022, rushing for over 800 yards and 7 touchdowns, but he's still seen as an emerging talent rather than a proven, every-down back. Gibson, while dynamic, has faced some injuries and inconsistency, which has limited his impact. The team clearly wants to elevate their running game, and the move to bring in a new back indicates that they're looking for someone who can immediately contribute and perhaps even take on a leadership role. What do we know about the player they're eyeing? Well, the details are still under wraps, but the speculation is that the team is targeting a running back with a combination of power, agility, and vision, someone who can complement the existing roster and bring a fresh dynamic to the offense. It's also worth noting that the NFL landscape is full of talented backs who are either available via trade or free agency, and the Commanders are reportedly exploring all options to find the right fit. The new addition could be a veteran with playoff experience, which would bring leadership and stability, or a younger, ascending star looking to make his mark. Either way, the goal is clear: improve the ground attack, diversify the playbook, and keep defenses guessing. Now, think about the strategic implications. If this move goes through successfully, what does it mean for the team's style of play? Well, we could see a more balanced offense, with the running game helping to control the clock, wear down defenses, and open up opportunities for the passing game, especially for quarterback Sam Howell, who's entering his second year as the starter. Howell showed promise last season, but he needs a reliable running threat to keep defenses honest. With a new back in the fold, the coaching staff could design more creative plays, including play-action passes, screens, and outside runs that stretch the defense and create mismatches. It also allows the offense to adapt to game situations more effectively, whether they need to grind out tough yards or accelerate in the final minutes of a game. And let's not forget the ripple effect this could have on the entire team. A new running back, especially if he's a seasoned player, can boost morale and inject some much-needed energy into the locker room. The players already know that the front office is serious about making improvements, and that kind of investment often translates into increased motivation on the field. Plus, this move could spark a healthy internal competition among the backs, pushing each to elevate their game to secure a starting role or significant touches. That kind of competition is healthy. It pushes players to perform at their best and can lead to better overall team performance. Of course, the fans are eagerly awaiting this development. The anticipation is palpable. Everyone wants to see who the new guy will be, how he will fit into the team's system, and what kind of impact he'll have on the upcoming season. The Commanders faithful have been craving a more explosive, consistent running game for a while, and this move signals that the team is serious about addressing that need. The excitement isn't just about one player, it's about the potential transformation of the offense and, ultimately, the team's chances of making a deep playoff run. As we look ahead, it's impossible not to consider the broader NFL landscape. The league is incredibly competitive right now, with every team looking to improve and find that extra edge. The Commanders are no different. They're actively scouting, negotiating, and trying to put together a roster that's not only capable of winning games but also of competing at the highest level come January and beyond. A strong running back can be the difference maker, especially in close games or playoff situations where every yard counts. It's a strategic move that signals the team's ambitions, and fans should be optimistic about the direction the franchise is headed. Now, I want to pause here for a second. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. Because, truly, this could be a turning point for the Commanders. A lot of fans are already imagining how the new back will fit into the offense, how he'll run, how he'll catch passes out of the backfield, and how he might even be a difference maker in critical moments. The team has been showing a lot of strategic focus on building a balanced attack, and this move fits perfectly into that vision. Looking at the team's recent history, the Commanders have often been seen as a team with potential, but lacking that extra gear to push into the playoffs consistently. Despite a talented roster, they've struggled with consistency on offense, especially in the running game. The addition of a new running back could be what they need to tip the scales, to finally turn those close losses into wins, and to elevate the team into serious playoff contention. The franchise's history shows that when they build strong, balanced teams, with a solid ground game and a competent passing attack, they tend to be more competitive and more difficult to beat. Moreover, it's essential to highlight the importance of leadership and experience. If the potential new signing is a veteran, he brings more than just rushing yards, he brings mentorship, stability, and a leadership presence that can help guide the younger backs and even influence the overall team chemistry. Leadership at the running back position has often been a cornerstone for successful teams in the NFL, and bringing in someone with playoff experience or a proven track record can be a game-changer in the locker room and on the field. Now, from a statistical point of view, the Commanders' offense last season ranked somewhere in the middle of the league in rushing yards per game, but they lacked that consistent explosive playmaker who could take over a game. The addition of a top-tier running back could boost those numbers significantly, especially if he's capable of breaking long runs and converting short yardage situations. It's not just about adding yards, it's about adding a dimension to the offense that makes defenses respect the run at all times, opening up the entire passing game for Howell and the receivers. This kind of strategic diversification is often what separates good teams from great ones. The upcoming draft and free agency period are crucial for the Commanders. They've been active, exploring every avenue to strengthen their squad, and this move for a running back is just the latest chapter in what's shaping up to be a very busy offseason. They're looking to not only fill gaps but to also create a team that's versatile, resilient, and ready to challenge their division rivals. The NFC East is highly competitive, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants all making moves to improve. The Commanders know that to compete at that level, they need to be smart, strategic, and aggressive in adding talent, especially in a position as vital as running back. So, what's next? Well, the focus now shifts to the official announcement. Which player will it be? Will it be a seasoned veteran, someone with playoff experience, or perhaps an emerging star who's just waiting for his shot? The team's front office is working around the clock, and fans are anxiously waiting for that confirmation. Once the signing is announced, the real fun begins: training camp, preseason battles, and ultimately, the regular season. That's when we'll see how this move pans out and whether it translates into tangible results on the field. And remember, the excitement isn't just about one player. It's about the collective effort of the team, the coaching staff, and the entire organization to reach new heights. The Commanders have shown that they're serious about turning the page and building a roster that can contend. This move for a new running back is a clear signal of their intent. It's a gamble, sure, but one that could pay dividends if executed well. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Who do you think they're bringing in? Do you believe this will be the piece that finally unlocks the team's offensive potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news, analysis, and insider info. This is a team that's on the rise, and with this new addition, they might just be taking a giant leap forward. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Commanders!